On Daf 6 of Megillah, we get two predictions about what could happen in the future. And of course, this is written 1,500 plus years ago. And I've seen both of these come true. Well, one of them I've seen come true in my lifetime. The other one came true parents, grandparents' lifetimes. And so what were these two crazy predictions? One, first, a very positive one. It was talking about like the various theaters and circuses that exist around Rome and exist in the Western world. And it said that one day these are destined to be filled with rabbis teaching Torah. Crazy idea, right? You got a giant stadium and this is going to be filled with rabbis teaching Torah. And yet I myself, a number of years ago when I was living in Manhattan, when I was going to law school, wound up going to Madison Square Garden for the Siyum on Shas, this big celebration when people complete learning the Talmud every 7 years. And there was we had all of Madison Square Garden was filled, and Nassau Coliseum was filled, and all across the world there were these stadiums filled, these places where there's hockey games and basketball games and all these things going on, and now there was Torah being taught. In fact, I remember seeing this great sign from 7 years after that period, all these people in line waiting to get off the New Jersey Turnpike, and they were at the Meadowlands, which is near New York, and it was great. So to the left there's a horse racetrack, to the right is the Simon Shas, and it just shows, wow, these stadiums, places of sports, are being filled with people teaching Torah. Pretty crazy, but not as crazy as the next prediction, which unfortunately is a really sad one. Also in Daf 6 of Megillah, where it talks about how the Germans, if allowed to go free and kind of not be held back, can go and destroy the world. It's like, what a crazy statement. Again, this wasn't written in 1930s. This was written 1,500 plus years ago, and they're saying that this nation of the Germans, be careful, hold them back, or else they will come and try to destroy us and try to destroy the world. Of all nations to pick, it struck me as very, very singular and very disturbing that they're pointing to this one group, and that we had this group, we had the Holocaust, we had this incredible destruction over Hitler's time. It's like, what is it that people were seeing 1,500 years ago in this nation to say that this, of all the groups, all the people the Jews have faced over the millennia, that this group was the one that had this potential for tremendous destruction in them? I don't really know, but when I hit that, it was like, wow, that was really shocking to even think that they were on the map. They were so unconnected to the Jews and Israel, and where this Talmud was written in Babylon. The Germans were so far away, and yet they dialed in and said, these people, this nation, we're concerned about. And in a way, it's always struck me as, what a weird thing to be predicting 1,500 plus years in advance.